I need a favor.
What's that?
Bulbs. For your gardener, an apology for dropping by without calling first.
Well, there's no need to apologize because you won't be staying.
I need help with Lucy.
You know, I would do anything for Lucy, but now is not a good time, Craig.
Expecting guests?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I hired someone to help me with the farm while Emma is away. All right? So please, do me a favor and go, and do call next time you plan on dropping by.
Do I know this?
Craig.
I can wait until they show up.
Okay, it's Will Munson. Now, will you please go?
Will Munson? They let Will Munson out of the nut house?
His doctors released him, yes.
He's a psycho killer.
He's not. He didn't plan on murdering Rose.
He put poison in her mouthwash. What was he planning? Fresh breath? So how did this model of mental stability come to work for you anyway? Whose idea was this?
It was Holden's, as a matter of fact.
And you said yes because...
It was the right thing to do?
Where Will goes, Orion follows.
Hey. Hey. You ready to go?
Yeah, but I'm not used to having keys and I keep losing them.
You're right here. What are you? Sorry, you nervous about your first day of work with Rosanna?
A little, but you know, it'll be good to be making my own money again. Maybe I'll even get a second job and save up for a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, right. Like Hal would ever go for that.
Well, whatever. You know, I'm just glad to be paying my own way around here.
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry about being an entrepreneur for long. You're going back to school in January.
If nothing goes wrong.
Everything is going to be fine. Now sit down. I made you your favor. You're going to work all day on a farm. You need some protein.
So, you gonna hang around with Rosanna when you come, or are you just gonna leave?
I don't know. See if I'm invited to stay.
You really like her, don't you?
Yeah. Asked her to marry me, Will.
Seriously? What'd she say?
She said yes. And then, things changed, and now she says that we're done.
Why?
That's a long story.
I bet it had something to do with Mom, didn't it?
Good morning, Dr. Decker.
Well, it's nice to be referred to as doctor. The people who run this place don't give me that respect.
Well, they're wrong. No matter what you've done to get in here, doesn't mean that you didn't earn your credentials.
Well, thank you. That's very kind. I'm glad I didn't kill you.
Yes, I'm glad too. I would hate to think that dying would be the only way to get out of here.
You want something from me?
Well, you're brilliant, and I'm resourceful. I would like to think we could pool our talents to get out of here.
You and me?
Yes.
No, I don't think so, Barbara. We can share a conversation. Maybe a few laughs. But when I decide to get out of here, I'm doing it alone.
But if we work together...
I trusted a woman once, and it got me locked up in here. I'm not going to make that same mistake.
We don't have to cancel. We could just meet later tonight.
I'm still gonna be tied up, but this wasn't anything special, right? Just a friendly dinner?
Right, nothing special.
Okay, maybe we can get together later this week with Jennifer and Henry.
Sure, another time.
Okay. Well, I'll see you.
Ah, got a moment. Bye.
this blonde woman. Did she say anything to you? I mean, did she do anything?
She was holding a compass. That's what the compass thing was. She said she was using it to try to find me.
And you have no idea who she was?
Whoever she is, or was, or represents, she must have meant something that important.
How do you mean?
It's hard to say. But when she popped into my head, it was like, I don't know, the wind was knocked out of me.
Hey, how'd it go?
Nikki took it pretty well. I think she gets that I just want to be friends.
Or maybe she's just playing it cool, waiting for you to change your mind.
Can we go fishing some more? Please, please?
Sure, but first we're gonna have a tickle fight.
Surely you realize that not all women are alike.
Oh, you and my former wife are amazingly similar. Ambitious, successful. I mean, for me, it was love at first sight. I just wanted to make her happy the rest of our lives.
And that kind of commitment makes for a wonderful husband.
Well, I did my best. What did I get for my devotion? I was lied to, betrayed, kicked down like a dog, paraded in front of the judge, and then poked and prodded by these so-called medical experts who couldn't hold a candle to my own skills. And then I was tossed into this cesspool to rot.
How long did they tell you you were going to be here?
Well, they make lip service to my getting better one day and tease me with the promise of a normal life. But I know I'm never getting out of here.
But you have plans to get out on your own?
Yes, alone. No attachments. No, I'm sorry, Barbara. You may need me to escape. But I don't need you.
Look, you can be straight with me. I mean, Mom hated Rose because Rose loved you, and if you have a thing with Rosanna, then what's stopping her?
It's more than just a thing. Look, I'm not going to bore you with the gory details of my love life, Will.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. What's wrong?
You're being careful with me. I feel like everybody is. They're not telling me stuff for my own good, and I'm sick of it.
All right, fine. Here's the deal. Barbara's part of the reason that I'm having a hard time with Rosanna right now. Barbara got James Stenbeck out of jail, and because of James, Cabot, who is Rosanna's son, is dead.
Sorry. I knew Mom must have done something awful to get locked up, but Rosanna's baby died?
Yeah.
So why does Rosanna blame you?
It's another long story, and I'm not protecting you, Will. I just don't want to talk about it. The bottom line is that Rosanna wants some distance, so I'm giving it to her. For now.
Now I know why you wanted to chauffeur me around. So you can see her every day.
All right, come on, let's go.
Paul had nothing to do with my decision to hire Will.
All right.
Don't say that in that condescending, I know you better than you know yourself voice.
That was indifference.
Oh. All right, look. I hired Will, not Paul. If I want Paul to stay away, he'll stay away.
Which leaves you alone with a junior homicidal maniac?
Oh, would you please stop saying that? Will is not going to hurt me.
You know, the trouble with the criminally insane particularly teenagers, is you don't always know they're going off until they go off.
Well, it is fine.
He is a psychotic minor who killed a young woman on her wedding day to make his psychotic mommy happy. And do you think a few months of basket weaving and tranquilizers are going to turn that around?
Well, fortunately, it wasn't up to you to decide.
He is insane. And if nobody's going to be around here to keep an eye on him, then I will. And believe me, I will.
Thought you said you wanted to go fishing.
We got fish. I want a butterfly. Will this really work, Mom?
Yes, I think it will. They'll be attracted to the sugar water. All you need to do is stand still and wait.
Okay.
At least butterflies are attractive bugs.
If he brings back a spider, I will protect you.
Listen, thank you again for being here for him.
Like it's hard having a picnic on a sunny day. I'm not here for Parker, I'm here for me. And the fried chicken, and the fishing. And I guess you're okay, too.
Hello.
Howdy, wife of mine. What's up?
I heard a phone ring.
What?
Mike, I think somebody's over there in those bushes. Watching us.
Okay, let's get this through your thick skull. You get no say in what I do or with whom.
Fine. But you're being naive. Again. And if you insist on going through with this craziness, who else is going to watch over you?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps the most pig-headed person alive?
If Will Munson's going to be hanging around here playing cuckoo's nest unattended, then I am going to be here every day until Emma comes home, just to make sure he doesn't suddenly hear voices and decide you're next.
This was a bad idea. Let's go home.
He just broke one date. It's not like he said he never wanted to see me again.
Nikki, I'm just trying to save you from further disappointment down the line.
Well, thanks, but until he tells me to back off, I'm not giving up.
Well, are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm gonna stay and have another cup of coffee, right? I'll see you at home. You would have had a good time.
Nice jewels. Special occasion?
This is a date that's not happening.
With Mike?
He's busy.
And you're free. How providential.
Henry.
I know. I'm potentially subjecting myself to further humiliation since you've already cast me aside.
You're trying to say that I don't like you, but I do.
Good. I like Mike. That's great. Like is fine. You like me, I like you. Let's eat.
What?
I'll be your replacement date.
I'll go see who's over there. It's probably just someone else who showed up to have a picnic.
Mom, look!
What is it? Listen, I'm gonna call you back, okay?
You okay?
I'm just busy right now. You know, it's all crazy here.
Was that a kid I heard shouting? I thought hospitals were supposed to be quiet.
I'm outside, actually. I'm on a break right now, but I gotta get back, Jack, so...
All right, call me when you get a chance.
What's wrong?
That social worker was just here.
Greta Williams, why? What she want?
No, I'll tell you when you get home. When's that gonna be?
I don't know.
I was hoping that maybe you'd be here before I went to work. I mean, with JJ on the camping trip, and you at the hospital's place gets well, it's pretty empty. Makes me realize more than ever. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I love you.
I love you too. Bye.
Why are you so quiet, honey?
I felt Jack. It's like it's in the air. Go find Jack for us, okay?
It's just trash.
Mom, look.
What's wrong?
It's the lady from the water park.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
We have to talk, Jack. You remember,
About what?
the woman, the blonde woman that you told me about?
You insult my brother, and I'll tear your heart out. That kid's not dangerous, Greg. But I am.
You've seen this before.
I had the police artist draw that sketch.
It's the lady from the amusement park.
And you think she knows where Jack is?
I was going to take this sketch to the newspaper to have it printed so maybe somebody could identify her. And,
What happened?
oh, it's just so weird. This wind came up and blew the sketch right out of my hands. And that's when I figured that all my running around, spinning my wheels trying to find Jack wasn't amounting to anything. That somebody, somewhere, was telling me to let it go. Literally. And now this shows up out of nowhere, all the way from Milltown.
Another sign, and what it's telling you this time is don't ignore this woman.
The lady knows where Jack is, Mom.
Hello?
Mike, I need to see you.
I'm kind of in the middle of something right now, Jen.
It's urgent. Meet me at Al's Diner?
No, go ahead. I have to get home anyway and figure out what I'm going to do about the woman in this sketch.
I'll be there as soon as I can. Okay. All right, what was that about?
Well, that's easy. Nikki told Jennifer that you broke the date, and now Jennifer's mad at you.
Women. I need a manual. Any more advice?
If Jennifer comes out swinging, duck.
Henry, I've already told you we're not dating.
Okay, fine. Call it whatever you want. I'm just talking about fine dining, martinis, the moon, the stars, you and me, and a night of delicious possibilities. Hey, come on, you gotta eat.
Henry, why do you keep asking me out?
What?
I have already told you I don't see you and me together. I have not given you any encouragement.
Well, Mike hasn't given you any encouragement. Are you giving up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't mean to insult you. I'm sorry. Just give me a chance. Think of it as a karma thing, you know? If you change your mind about me, listen, and maybe Mike will change his mind about you. Besides, I have one distinct advantage over him.
What's that?
I'm here.
I was a bit harsh earlier. I apologize.
After what Susan Stewart and her family did to you, it's no wonder.
Thank you for understanding.
I wish I didn't. My empathy comes from first-hand experience. I told you that my family betrayed and abandoned me, too.
I'd love to hear more. Talking about it sometimes makes you feel less alone.
My children conspired with my ex-husband, the police lieutenant, to put me away in here.
Well, what about your fashion business? Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me that they cut you out so they could take half the profits.
I don't know, and I don't really care. You know, I never thought I'd say that in my whole life, but I don't care. All I care about is them. I just want to love them, them to love me, and that's why I was so vulnerable. And this place, nothing to do but think in these walls about what happened to you, about how much I loved my children and how they destroyed my life.
That wasn't Rosanna talking. That was Craig Montgomery, and we both know what a loser he is.
Yeah, but she probably believes him.
Take it from somebody who knows. Nobody tells Rosanna what to think. Are you ready to start work now or not?
Will you stick around?
I am not going to allow you to hang around here like my personal bodyguard. Honestly, Craig.
Hi.
Hi.
We heard you guys talking.
Oh.
So you want Will to start work today, or you want him to come back some other time?
Apologize. No, of course I want him to start work today. Hi, Will.
Oh? Heard about your mother. You must all be very happy. Will! How does it feel to be out in the sunlight?
Will, why don't you come inside, okay? Craig was just leaving.
Will, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Look, why don't you go, wait for me in Emma's office, okay? I'll be right there.
So I told Will to give me a call if he needs anything.
Okay. We'll be fine. Craig, we will discuss Lucy later, all right?
Yes.
Bye. Leisure as always. Goodbye, Paul.
Paul, we should talk.
No, I got nothing to say to you.
I know, I'll talk. Now, I don't know what your brother's going to be doing around here, but Rosanna will not suffer your brother's psychosis. He will be on his best behavior, because I will be here every day watching.
What's so urgent?
Nikki.
This about me breaking my date with her.
Yes. I am so annoyed with you right now. You promised me that you would find a way to tell Nikki that friendship is all you want from her, and instead you make a dinner date with her, the two of you alone, and then get her all excited and then cancel. Is that your way of letting her down easy?
She said it was no big deal.
She bought a new dress.
Oh, man, you guys should come with some secret code book. I took Nikki at her word. I never meant to hurt her. That is the last thing I wanted to do. I figured one broken date would be a lot less hurtful than if she kept on looking for something that's never going to happen. At least now she gets the picture.
You are so clueless.
She said she was fine.
She lied. She's pretending that she's got this under control, but she doesn't, and she's not going to give up on you until you tell her the whole truth instead of taking the coward's way out.
Now you're calling me a coward. What do you want me to say? Get the hell away from me, Nikki? I hate your guts? Or I don't. I like her. I'm just not available.
Why couldn't you tell her that? Okay, I tried to explain your position to her, but
You discussed this with her?
I tried to explain how you feel.
Explain how. What did Nikki say?
She told me to butt out.
Works for me.
So there's some wood out back that needs chopping. You can start there if you think you can handle it.
Sure, I'll get right on it.
Great. Oh, wait, why don't you have some of my cookies before you start? A little
Thanks.
energy food.
Rosanna, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. Anything you want.
I heard Craig say that I shouldn't be here. Why didn't you listen to him?
You keep taking shots at my brother, and I'm going to get violent with you.
A lot of repressed feelings in your family.
My family was fine until you shut up. You marry my mother, all of a sudden everything goes from bad to worse. For Will's life, Jen's life, Hal's life, mine.
Right. Now, speaking of Hal, where is he? You would think Hal would take an interest in his son's first day of work.
What are you trying to say, Craig?
Well, I think somewhere you got the genius idea to try and use your criminally insane brother to try to get into Rosanna's good graces.
I better watch out. I could really learn to depend on you. And we both know where that would lead, don't we?
First comes love, and then comes the knife in the back.
Well, it doesn't always have to work out that way, does it? I keep hoping.
I hate to admit it, but so do I.
The people who hurt us are out there. They're out there enjoying themselves and going to restaurants and to the theater and to the opera.
You like the opera?
I love opera. I saw the magazine that you were reading before, and I thought...
What?
Well, I thought how wonderful it would have been if we could have met somewhere, I don't know, in a coffee shop, and we were both reading the same magazine, and all of a sudden we looked up at each other and we realized that, and the next thing we knew, we were telling each other our innermost thoughts, talking about our favorite arias and our favorite scenes, and there's such a special joy when you find that you have so much in common with a special person.
Honey, you're making me long for a life I almost forgot.
We don't belong in here, Dr. Tucker. We should be meeting out there in the sunlight.
Yeah, well, perhaps if we were out there, we would never had this chance to get to know each other.
But we could be so much more than friends. Maybe even allies.
Yes. Maybe much, much more.
Jack? Jack?
Cello. Hey.
Hi.
I guess you really did miss me.
Tell me what she said, the social worker.
Greta Williams, yes. Well, at first the visit seemed routine, but then she seemed pretty alarmed that I had married you.
Why?
She said it was too soon, that I hadn't come to terms yet with my past or memory loss, trauma, whatever. It all sounded like a bunch of psychobabble to me, but the upshot was the marriage wasn't healthy for either one of us.
She actually said that?
Yeah. Don't worry, I told her it was bunk. Hey, our wedding photo came today. Did you see it?
It's beautiful.
Julia. Come on. What about this Greta Williams thing? We don't need her approval or anybody else's. We knew what we were doing when we said those vows. Hey, we love each other. And I want to be married to you and JJ's dad forever.
So, you told her that we were fine and then she just left? That was it?
No, not exactly. She was rather suspicious as to how we got married when I didn't even know who I was.
What did you say?
Well, I lied to her. I told her that I totally got my memory back. Of course, she wanted me to fill out papers with my name, social security number, things about my past.
That?
I don't know. She wanted me to drop off the papers, but I'll just keep putting it off until she gives up or realizes that it's really no big deal.
Jack, listen to me. I know this woman. She's like a dog on a bone. What if she finds out about your fake ID and about the marriage license?
We'll deal with
fake
it.
and-
We'll deal with it all.
How are we going to do that?
Well, I will do whatever it takes to protect us. Our home, our family, our lives together. And I don't care who I have to lie to in order to keep this.
Listen to me. Do you mean that?
We'll find a way to deal with Greta Williams. Or whoever else tries to interfere. Now that I know what's really important, I'm never letting go. Believe that.
Serious. Come back, Jack. We love you and miss you. Parker, Sage, and Carly.
Hey. Hey, what's going on? You all right?
We have to talk, Jack. You remember,
About what?
the woman, the blonde woman that you told me about?
Okay, here you go. Thanks a lot.
Carly, there was a woman here looking for you. Did she find you?
Woman? No, who was it?
But she didn't leave a name. She said she had some information for you about your husband.
So, is this the woman?
Yeah, that's her.
What right do you have to tell me to butt out of my sister's life?
All I'm saying is that maybe you need to let Nikki try to live her own life and find something else to obsess about.
Did you just tell me to get a life?
Yeah. First you tried putting Nikki and me together. Now you're all over me when all I did was try to do the right thing. So my advice to you is get your mind on something else.
Well, don't worry. I won't be bothering you with my or my sister's petty concerns. I'll have you know that as we speak, I am dissolving BRO and setting up an entirely new fashion design house. So, in fact, Mike Kasnoff, not only do I have a life, but I have a corporation to run.
Good. Enjoy yourself.
Hello? Yes, this is the chief. Is there a I'll be there as soon as possible. Yeah, okay.
What happened?
BRO, there's been an explosion and I have to go.
All right, come on, I'll drive you.
Okay.
You don't like my touch?
I like it far too much.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If we're not discreet, they may separate us.
I know that everyone in this room can see how attracted I am to you right this moment. They can feel that my heart is racing. My cheeks are hot. I'm sure I'm blushing.
Beautiful.
Do you have any idea how long it's been since a man as accomplished and handsome as you has told me that? Do you mean that?
Your eyes have captivated me. But there's a sadness there. I want to erase that sadness if you'll let me.
I will. If you promise me one thing.
If I can.
When we finally break free of these walls, we do it together.
Suddenly the idea of companionship is very appealing.
Dr. Decker, you've eased my pain already.
I am so sorry you overheard what Craig said. But you know what I've learned from being married to the guy? He always has an agenda. Half of what he said, he just said to scare me into letting him hang around here.
And the other half?
Would you ever cause physical harm to anybody? I mean, for any reason?
I saw what that poison did to Rose. She was alive and breathing 1 minute, and now she's gone, and it's because of me. No, I could never hurt anybody like that ever again. Even if they held a gun to my head.
Okay. Well, so you just let people say what they want, think what they want. You know what the truth is. And eventually you will prove them all wrong.
I came here to drop off my brother. Nothing more.
Right. And of course, Rosanna will just have to have you close to her.
So what are you doing here, Craig?
I am here because I am. Now, let us all pray that Will doesn't hurt anybody. Particularly Rosanna, because if he does, I will make him pay.
You insult my brother. You look at him, you even smirk at him. and I'll tear your heart out. That kid's not dangerous, Craig. But I am.
This is very important. Tell me everything this woman said to you.
That's really about it. I told her you were at Snyder Pond and I gave her directions to get there.
How long ago?
I don't know, maybe an hour, 2? Carly, I'm so sorry, but
I know, you have to go. If you think of anything else, though, will you call me?
I promise, I'll call.
We just left the pond. We were so close to the road. She should have been able to spot us.
How come the lady didn't talk to us?
I don't know, sweetheart. We must have missed her somehow. But she is looking for us. And we'll find her. Or she'll find us. She can't be very far away. One way or the other, this woman will lead us to Jack.
Hey. What are you talking about? What about the blonde woman?
Last night you had that memory about her.
Honey, that was for like 2 seconds. Just a face. I don't even know if she was real, Julia.
But you felt that she was important to you.
Okay, let's not get crazy. We're talking about a memory that could have happened 10 years ago for all we know.
But it could have
whatever happened before,
I mean,
it's gone. I'm not going back there. Even if I could, I wouldn't.
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about that, honey? I love you. I love JJ. This is where I want to be. Come here. Stop this. Please say you'll stop worrying.
I can, but Jack, listen, I think that we need to change some things.
Like what?
Like, our address. You, JJ, and me. We need to go away, I think. Really far away from here.
On the next As the World Turns.
You didn't go to work today?
No.
So where were you?
She left her name. No. No name, no number, no address. Nothing. The woman who possibly knows where Jack is was here in this house today, and I am still no closer to finding him. I just don't want him to blow this for us, you know? We have a lot riding on this.
Yeah, we got a one-way ticket out of town. That's what we got.